Hello everybody, welcome back to another Abyss Tech video, and today we're going to be doing a product unboxing and quick overview with a video review to follow up. So as you can tell here, we have a case that we have, which I recently bought to replace this wonderful case right here, which is the Enermax Ostrog. I think it's about time I upgraded and have something with more of an industrial look to it, which I found this case to meet that criteria, while remaining the 5¼ inch drive bays and 3½ inch drive bays that I like to use for hot swap. But anyway, let's go ahead and get over to the video unboxing. I just gotta grab my knife. I'm going to be using this trusty knife, which is a Harbor Freight. Remember, don't cut too deeply, folks, because you never know if you can damage the product or not. And try to cut away from yourself too, less chances of you being poked. In case you guys are wondering what the camera I'm using, everything will be linked down in the description below. So it comes encased in a sandwich of regular styrofoam, a bag. Now we're going to go ahead and unbox it. Okay. Coming out. It does get caught in the flap of the handle. Whoa! Hello! Jack electricity! I've got a plastic bag to produce a lot of electricity. Alright, so far what is included: the user's manual. Who reads the user's manual most of the time? Right on the bed. Classic, you go bye-bye. Alright. So here is the Cooler Master HAF X. We got two 5¼ inch drive bays on the front, two 3½ inch hot swappable drive bays, and we got plenty of ventilation on the top, the front, the sides. And the thing about the Cooler Master HAF X series, it's meant for high airflow. And this case has been on the market for a while, so kind of old kind of thing, you know. And on the front we've got two USB 2.0 ports, headphone and microphone, and then you got your power button. Ooh, that feels nice. And reset button, which feel very nice, which is good. Take a look at the back. Back here you've got ventilation above the PCI slots right here, and you get a total of 7. ATX standard, 120mm exhaust fan, IO shield, power supply mount, and also two 80mm fan bays. No, fan slots, whatever you want to call them. And it's been a while since I did a video, so yeah, there's that. Nice handles, great for going to line parties with, which I don't plan on going to very often. But overall, I like the build quality of this case. Let's get moving on to more of the features. So going for a more in-depth look. We obviously went over the quick parts of it, the 2 USB 3.0 ports, the headphone, microphone jack, power button, and reset button. So let's go ahead and start ripping into this case. And as you can tell on the front, where the fans are, those are 212mm fans. Going more on the back here, we got a total of 6 thumb screws, 2 on the top, 2 on the side, and 2 on the other side, which will allow for a lot of easy access to all your components. And they are on there pretty tight, so I would recommend grabbing a screwdriver, number 2 Phillips to be more specific, so you have the extra torque to get them on, because you definitely don't want to over torque everything. So this is where you can find all the other products and whatnot. So this is going to give you access to some of your front panel stuff. Got a couple of 2.5-inch drives, and also an accessory box. Alright, so going over what's inside the accessory box, which we found stuffed in one of the 3.5-inch drive bays. Go ahead and open it up. We get zip ties, an assortment of screws, motherboard speaker. You also get some drive rails, and also you get a 3.5-inch to 2.5-inch drive bay adapter. So by the looks of it, this design allows you to put 2 SSDs in, one on the top, one on the bottom side. So the one that goes on the bottom gets screwed in from the underside, and the other SSD or 2.5-inch drive goes here on the side. Relatively pretty convenient. You can do a 2-for-1. Get 2 sets of drive rails for your 3.5-inch drives. And again, the zip ties and all of the screws that you will need to complete your build. Case itself. The left side of the case will give you access to your internal 3.5-inch drive base plus the toolless design for the hot swap and whatnot. Now let's go over some of the umbilicals real quick.
You get silica gel. Don't eat it.
Alright, so you have your USB 3.0 header and your audio for HD and your AC97 codecs. Then you also get your front umbilicals, which would include power switch, reset, everything of the above. And the cord right here for your case fans. Then going back to the side, take 2 thumb screws off, which you will need a screwdriver for because they over torqued it. And this computer tower can also hold CPU coolers, I think up to 160 or 180. And it takes a standard ATX power supply. Yeah, man, it's been a long time since I did something like this. Alright, then on the inside of the case, it takes a standard ATX motherboard, and we have a few standoffs already pre-installed, which is nice to have. Now, if I remember, I did think I seen a part where the motherboard tray was removable, but, okay, yep. It is. Looks like I gotta take a few screws out. Alright, so, and yes, for those that are wondering, the motherboard tray is removable. You got 2 thumb screws on both the ends, so we can go ahead and dissect this entire case. Cooling Master, one thing for sure, don't over tighten the screws, please. You know you can strip the threads. I should know that feeling from automotive stuff. Take them screws off. Pop this panel off. Build quality of these panels feel really good too, by the way. So as you can tell, we have 2 thumb screws on each side, so we can just go ahead and take them off. How many cases do we know of that actually have removable motherboard trays? Comes in handy, especially when you're testing stuff out a lot. And you also have a nice big giant cutout for big CPU coolers and water blocks. You know, I wonder how well this thing would do with liquid cooling. It's not the smallest of cases, but if you need something that's expandable, I don't see the harm in it. So it looks like you want to get 2 standoffs. All the other ones are in the bag. So after taking the thumb screws out, guess what? A removable motherboard tray. So yes, the motherboard tray is removable. So not only this is a hardware unboxing, it's also a dissection. Then down here is where you'll have access to your hotspot bays, and it's powered by a single SATA right here. Plug 2 SATA cables in on the top. Right here. Having that hotspot feature is actually pretty nice. Again, here on the bottom of the case, you get a dust filter, which pull down, pull out. Man, that's nice and tight. Dust filter. I'm glad a lot of the cheaper entry-level cases are seeing that. Makes ease of keeping your computer clean nice and easy. Then back here, got more thumb screws, which you will need a screwdriver for. No, that's not they're tight, so in case you do end up moving them. And also, you also have some punch outs right here for liquid cooling, or if you need any cords to pass through for any reason at all. Let's go ahead and get these screws off. Then I'll likely do another video doing a transplant of my computer system, aka Baby Abyss. By the way, this is the power supply bracket used to install power supplies, obviously. So in order to put your power supply in, just fasten all your power supply to this and then just shove it in. And I know you can't use very long power supplies because of the docking here. You also got to be careful on how much you flex the SATA power. I'm not sure you can remove this or not. Let me see. Oh, look, we got some cable pass-throughs here for ventilation. That's interesting. Nope, she'll remove this right out. I guess this section isn't quite, this part right here isn't movable. My screwdriver just fell over. But this is kind of a pretty nice case. Not too awfully heavy. But yeah, I think these are little cable pass-throughs. But the main problem I would be having with this, dust can still easily get inside. Because we all know how dust likes to clog up CPU coolers and everything, causing things to melt down. And then to pull the the front panel off, just simply pull it. Epic fail here. Just like so. Then to do your get to the hotspot bays, just like that. Pop it right back in. Well, that's that. We tore the case down to see what secrets it had, and I'm very happy with this case so far. Build quality is excellent. The features that it has meets my criteria. The industrial look, the 5 1/4 inch drive bays, which minimally and realistically I only need 2. Would be nice to have more, but this was a good compromise to have. Since, yeah, I do have an optical drive I like to use. Then we got spaces for 2.5-inch drives, 3.5-inch drives. And I really can't complain about much on this case. And $130 will get you a pretty nice case. But anyway, this has been another Abyss Tech vlog style video unboxing and quick overview in depth. Kind of going real time. But anyway, this is DJ, and do not eat silica gel. Silica gel, bad for you.